I don't know who needs to hear this today, but sometimes things just don't work out the way you plan. Frances Havergal is oftentimes considered hymnity's sweetest voice. She was born in England in 1836, the youngest child of William Henry Havergal, an Anglican minister. She was very well educated and very well cultured. Part of her education took her to Dusseldorf, Germany. And while she was there, she went to the art gallery there. And as she went through the art gallery, she became enthralled with Sternberg's Ecce Homo painting. It is a depiction of Jesus wearing the crown of thorns, standing before Pilate and the Jewish mob. She stood there and gazed at this painting for quite some time, and she noted the inscription that was beneath the painting. She took out a pencil and a scrap piece of paper, and she wrote the words to a poem. Upon returning home to England and unpacking her things, she reread this hurriedly scribbled poem and decided that it was so poorly written that she couldn't keep it. And so she tossed it into the stove. As you know, warm air rises. And according to history, that piece of paper was light enough that it caught a draft and it floated out of the stove and onto the floor, where Frances's father picked it up and encouraged her to not only keep that poem, but to set it to music. So, what is this poem? What is this hymn that fate or the Spirit wouldn't allow to disintegrate to dust? Take a listen, and I'll be back.
I gave my life for thee, my precious blood I shed, that thou mightst ransom be, and quicken from the dead. I gave my life for thee, what hast thou given for me? I gave my life for thee, what hast thou given for me? My Father's house of light, my glory circled throne, I left for earthly night, for wandering sad and lone. I left it all for thee, hast thou left aught for me? I left it all for thee, hast thou left aught for me? I suffered much for thee, more than thy tongue can tell, of bitterest agony to rescue thee from hell. I've borne it all for thee, what hast thou borne for me? I've borne it all for thee, what hast thou borne for me? And I have brought to thee, down from my home above, salvation full and free, my pardon and my love. I bring rich gifts to thee, what hast thou brought to me? I bring rich gifts to thee, what hast thou brought to me?
The description beneath that painting says, "This I have done for thee. What hast thou done for me?" Christendom owes the upward draft of a stove a debt of gratitude, so that these words were not lost to history. It certainly wasn't Miss Havergal's intent for those words to be kept, for those words to bless all of Christendom. But things don't always work out the way we plan. But that's okay. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not calamity, to give you a future and a hope. I've got nothing but big love for all of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day.